by men anymore is just for men to stop talking to women.
How's that practical? How does that even make any sense?
What do you mean? It makes perfect sense. If every time you approach a woman, she give you
how about we teach them to control their sexual emotions instead of just
that's
not
the part,
talking to anybody?
That's the part that's impractical.
How?
Because everybody don't have my parents.
It's not the point.
I hope y'all ready.
It is.
Y'all ready?
You're trying to say that people can't learn to control themselves?
Not if you...
It's not even just about your upbringing, but that's like saying people cannot change.
Come on, man.
No, but like for real, big
If
and
you
serious.
but this is what I'm saying. If you late 20s, right, and your approach thus far has gotten you pussy, why would you change? Just because a couple of chicks be like, "Oh, you disrespectful."
Okay, but what if you're in your 20s and you haven't gotten pussy for the same reason because your approach sucks and it's raggedy?
Well, if you don't want to change, if you ain't got pussy, then you stupid.
Oh my gosh! But your solution overall was to just stop talk to the young
Yeah,
men.
just
and then talk, who should they talk to?
Just shut all the way up
and don't say nothing to nobody. No time.
Yeah. And then
is that what you're gonna start doing?
You know what that would do? I've been off the market for like a year.
Why?
Because it don't work.
Huh? You don't have a nice approach when you're talking to women?
No, my approach is too respectful.
And they don't like that.
They're like, get this bitch ass out of here.
Maybe they think that you're faking because nobody's like that.
I don't know what they think. Frankly, I don't.
You're not
care.
the norm. No, I get it. But at some
frankly,
point,
my dear, I don't give a damn.
So you're going to live a life of celibacy?
Say that again.
You're going to live a life of celibacy?
It's been almost a year.
Yeah, a year's not a lifetime, though, my friend.
Yeah.
Is that a choice that you've made, or you're just kind of like going day by day?
I mean, it's day by day. Like sometimes I wake up, I be wanting to fuck bitches, but other times,
bitches, and that's why nobody know I'll fuck you.
That's not true.
No,
you're gonna love hearing her talk. Trust me.
I'm really going to try not to.
You're gonna love it.
It's about Jackson.
It's really not. It's really not true, man. It's like
I'm saying right now, they're gonna love hearing you speak.
They prefer that fuck bitches talk versus
nobody prefers that.
So then that's what I'm saying. But
I don't talk to women like that in real life.
How do you talk to women in real life, Jackson? Because I've only ever heard you talk like this.
If I was to ever approach somebody, I would be like, "Hey, how you doing? My name is Jackson. I thought you looked really nice. What's your name?"
And they say, "Fuck you, get out of here."
No, not verbally.
So what are these?
They say it with their face. They say it with their expression. They say it with their huffing and puffing. They say it with their ignorance of me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, how many times
I can only imagine. Like I'm just looking at the screensaver.
I'm just saying, like, how many times
do you have to go through that?
Do I have to get rejected before I be like?
From a kid's cartoon, but
adult kids cartoon.
At some point,
no.
Kids cartoon.
It does my confidence more harm than good.
Right. Okay, so if I liken it to like a job, if you're applying for work someplace,
that's
you're not always gonna
Yeah,
you're not always gonna get it on the first go. You're not always gonna get it right.
Pay you enough.
But you're not always gonna get it right. So what do you just say? You're gonna be like a bum and don't work nowhere? No.
That's not.
No, but that's what I'm asking. So what do? You maybe change your resume around. You maybe look for like a different line of work, a different field, something.
Or you sit down, you take a breath, and you go back to the drawing board.
Now, Rain in Philly was
But the point is that you still, at some point, you get back in the race and say, okay, this didn't work in the first go around when I was applying for said jobs. Maybe it was my resume, maybe it was my approach, maybe it was the way I look, maybe it was my haircut, maybe it was the job. Maybe it was the job, maybe it wasn't a right fit, right? So even if you take some time away to reevaluate, at some point in time, you have to go back and try again, right?
I'll go back and do nothing.
But I'm saying,
I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is like, I get the parallel between like the woman in the job, but it's not a 100% parallel because sometimes when women are absent from your life, or like sometimes your life is way more peaceful. You have more money left. You have more peace left. You have more.
But there's still that loneliness that lingers inside of you because you want companionship.
I don't have holiness lingering inside.
Loneliness.
I don't have loneliness lingering.
You don't feel lonely at all?
No.
Ever?
No, I'm an only child. Like I'm used to this.
Okay, that explains a lot.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like what I will say but see, I don't call it loneliness. Like every now and then I'll be wanting to. I'm like, damn, like it'll be dope if I could get behind some cheeks right now.
That's called horniness.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but I never sit around my room.
Between being comfortable being alone versus loneliness and missing companionship and missing having those cheeks that you can clap and missing somebody where you can talk to for whatever the reasons are. Yeah. Like there's a moment you're like, you know what? oh, it's just me by myself, so let me just ha and keep cat by myself. So that's what I'm saying. There's comfortable with being lonely, which I think that you are, but missing certain aspects.
I'm not lonely.
All right.
I'm comfortable with being alone.
That's what I mean. You're comfortable with being alone, but you don't ever feel lonely. No time at all.
Not really.
You can't say it's an absolute. It's either you do or you don't. There's no not really.
I can't.
If it's not really, then some part of you feel a little bit lonely. Even
Well,
if it's a 2% part of you, the most minute part of you.
You're having a great beard day today, Jackson. Great beard day.
Thank you. I think it's the lighting, because she said that last time too. It's probably just the lights. You know what I'm saying?
Just take the compliment and don't.
I said thank you first.
No, I said, but why you have to attribute? Don't attribute it to nothing else.
Because my confidence has been shaken by all of the women who's rejected me.
Really?
Yeah.
That actually makes me really sad.
It should.
It does.
It will.
Okay, I'm about you just went too far, no?
But what I'm saying is like
We matching again.
somebody asked me, oh, damn it.
You guys
Get
did
off
that
my
shit on
dick,
purpose.
man.
I've never been on your dick,
Oh,
sir.
all right. But I had somebody asked me this question
thank
the
you.
other day, and they was like, "Don't you ever miss like companionship?" And it's like, nah. Like I just be missing the sexual, physical part.
It's still companionship, man.
Not really.
Why not?
That's like to me. That's I miss the
Because
physicality.
you're not a kind of person that just like you would just do drop dick in whoever. You have to have some sort of a connection to the person, not true?
Yeah.
So it's still a level of companionship. It'd be different if
You
you're
feel
like,
that?
you know
You
what,
feel
let me
what
go
he's saying?
slap somebody
was saying.
and give her some dick and drop seed in our nuts or whatever.
Or not.
Okay, whatever it is. You drop seed in our condom inside our. I don't know if you pull out
No,
before the.
that's too risky still.
You pull out with the condom on and then bust in the condom?
And then no, pull out. All right, so bang bang bang.
Yes.
I'm about to bust. Pull out, rip the condom off,
And then come on her?
either on her ass or I'll be like, yo, come suck this shit
alright,
out. And then, you know what I'm saying? Depending on her.
But it's not going to just be with somebody random. Like, there has to be some sort of
I've had
connection
random-
to some
I've
degree.
had random sex.
People you've never talked to again? Like a one,
Oh, I've
what
done
do you
that.
call it,
too.
one and done?
Yeah, I've done that.
Okay.
too.
Understand?
Yeah. I mean, I have a conversation if you call that a connection. I can have a conversation with somebody.
Yeah, I mean, there has to be some level of a conversation because we're going to be like, hey, come here. Let's go fuck.
Yeah, no,
No, just-
I'm not.
No, that's the shit that I said.
Yeah, I don't.
Hey, yo.
I don't got it like that.
We're old
Hey,
and
you're
slack.
cute. You want to
You
fight?
wanna fuck?
Yeah, I don't.
We can do it
Sometimes it
later.
works.
I have a 12 pack.
That's work for you? Has that worked for anyone with the dick in the room?
No. Once.
See, I think women
You
can
hear
get
a
away, women can
disappointment?
get away with that shit.
They're like, no.
Only women can do that bullshit and get away with it and not be charged with any
Hey. Yeah.
Harassment.
That's where it gets.
But nah, man. I'll really be chilling though, because a big part of it, honestly, is like the relationships and companionships that I have had weren't that great. So it's like what I'm missing.
I'm not.
There we go.
I'm not understanding. Why don't you receive gifts on a regular basis,
I
darling?
forgot my clips. That girl gonna be mad at me. Hold on, one second.
Yeah.
Clips.